cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence.
What's up, good people, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I am your host, Comedian 96, along with Freddie G, K Money, and Slash. Collectively, we are the Minded Men. I want everybody that's on YouTube to go out and subscribe and click the like button. Follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast and on IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. All right, good people, and welcome back to another edition of Think Thursday. Today, we are going to be talking about worst case scenarios. Worst case scenarios, and what would you do? What would be your action? And how you would handle it. How you would come out of defeat or a certain situation that you really shouldn't even be in. So, with that being said, listeners, let me start off by saying this. I'm going to put this public service announcement out there. Everyone on this panel has their own opinion. All right? So let's start there. This is basically opinionated stuff. And at the same time, I'm Comedian 96. And I like to laugh. So, if you get all offended or all in your drawers or whatever it is, get out of it. Get out your feelings. Because, I'm serious. You don't want nobody, because where I'm going, I want to just say this before I start, because you don't know who I might touch and they may not be happy with the answers that we give. So I got to put that out there before, I get into the show. So now I'm going to get into it. So I watched back in the day, and this is what kind of brought this up to my attention. And there was two shows, actually. One is back in the day, and one was really recent. Jack Tripper. Y'all remember Jack Tripper from Three's Company? You remember how the show was really basically based off of him always in an uncompromising position where he was totally innocent. Yeah. Y'all remember that?
Right. Yeah. All the time.
Every time it was he wasn't doing nothing, but when the person walks in, it looks like, oh,
he was doing it.
Yeah.
He got popped.
Yeah, exactly. And then this weekend, I watched one of my, that new show, BMF, with 50 Cent. Shout out to 50 Cent.
The new season, right?
Yeah, the new season. I think it was episode 3-5, I think it was. But it was a part where he's trying to get his wife back. Mm-hmm. And he's at the restaurant with a lady, but she's a beautiful lady, but she's actually the chorus director.
Right.
So she's meeting him at the restaurant to, hey, I want to sing this song for my wife. I want to record it, and I need your help with it. And that's all they was talking about. He wasn't trying to holler at her nothing. Now, his wife's girlfriend she worked in the restaurant, and she walked up on it. And it was the end where they were holding it. Thank you. He was praising the girl. Thank you so much. My wife's going to really be happy about this. But all that lady, her best friend, saw what her little messy ass was. He fucking with her. That's what he saw.
I'm finna call her.
Oh, she went right in. Girl, bitch, clap your clothes. Go pack your clothes. I see it. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Worst case scenario. How you get out of that? So,
it's no way he can get out of that because of what it looked like and because of what the story gonna go. His story is never gonna add up to what she feel, because again, remember, we talked about in an earlier show that the emotional part is gonna take over the logic.
Exactly.
The logic is the fact that he just was praising her for singing, hey, helping me out. Mm-hmm. That's the logic.
That's the logic
of it. Mm-hmm. But that's not what her vision's gonna be after the girl tell what she saw.
Especially when they was holding both hands
too. You gotta keep in mind though, bro, it was past hurt that she was still trying to get over. So I wouldn't trust it broken. How female is.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that.
So
he
it's
did
a lot
mess,
involved.
He
you know.
did mess around. I
He-
forgot about that.
That was his fault.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. If you watch the show, she was already mad at him even before he cheated. Because he wasn't making a lot of money. So she was already angry even before and not giving him none and being disrespectful even before he cheated. She kind of really drove him to cheat, and I'm not giving him an excuse. But that man, like, damn, she talked to him greasy. You didn't watch the show. Watch it.
Man, so I think that, okay, full transparency. Let me do it this way. And my wife may be listening to this show, right? Because she does listen, right? She can vouch for what I'm about to say. I always tell, well, not always, I don't have to do this anymore, but I used to always say, man, don't you let nobody come tell you about me. And I would say in return, and I'm saying it to any listeners out there that know my wife, man, don't come tell me shit about my wife. I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes things ain't always what it seems. Just like the BMF episode. Now you got a messy motherfucker that's ready to go and gossip. And all this was is I'm trying to make a song for my wife to get back in good graces because I done fucked up.
Yeah.
And now you go running my wife telling her to pack her goddamn clothes and all of this shit, right? So that's why, man, and my wife could tell y'all, man, real talk. Oh, man, I've said to her on a number of occasions, just out of the blue, because we may be seeing stuff or whatever, and on dealing with social media or television. And I always say, man, don't you never let nobody come tell you nothing about your husband. And for anybody else, now it doesn't make me no fool, but don't come telling me shit about my wife, because at the end of the day, if she's doing something wrong, and vice versa, if I don't clean my shit and she don't clean her shit and pick up behind her, it's going to come out.
Either way.
I ain't going to go looking for shit. I don't look for a motherfucking thing. I ain't looking for shit.
It'll expose itself.
Whatever you do in the dark will come to the light every time.
So I ain't looking for shit, none of that shit.
So, all right. So in this uncompromising or worse, compromising position, here's a question. So if you got caught in a uncompromising position with your woman, totally innocent, you wasn't doing anything, and she saw you, but when you got in the car, got home, and we talked about this on your Wednesday show, and either in the car or in the home, and she just gave you the silent treatment, didn't say anything, do you feel the need you need to explain so it won't be no trouble?
Nope. Because I can't read her mind.
No, the only thing you can do is you can ask if something's wrong. If she say no, leave it there. Don't dig into
I
it.
ain't digging in shit.
Leave it alone. Just keep on going.
You don't want to.
You don't need to
because
know.
I know I ain't do a goddamn thing. I ain't do
and
nothing.
If you don't have a problem with
and
nothing,
if you ain't said nothing, if you got a problem,
say something.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
but I can't read your damn mind.
I just believe in cutting it off at the pad. Look, bitch, that bitch. I tell her, look.
You know why?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Because I don't want to know.
Let me tell you why people do that.
I just reassurance.
No, I'm going to tell you why people do that.
Yeah.
Well, that could be.
Yeah.
But, man, you know how it looks, how it may look, right? But at the end of the day, that's because you know how your lady is.
Yeah, that's true. Now
you know your motherfucking lady be tripping, so you feel the need to let me go on and pat her to make sure she's straight, because I know she may be thinking such and such. That goes down to that trust and all of that.
Yep, that's true. Now I've personally got it was funny uncompromising, so I didn't get in trouble. But depending on what girl I was dating at the time, I could have gotten in trouble. I was at, true story, funny story, I was at Dollar General, and they have these candies that I like. They chocolate covered, I think I'll let y'all taste them before they only $1 too. They chocolate covered, they like the turtles. And they were out on the normal shelves. But I seen them at the top in the boxes, in the big boxes, but those boxes be heavy because there's a whole bunch of candies in there. So I call my little short ass. I think I'm finna go up there and reach for it, right? But you know those little hooks, the little bar hooks that run straight, and they hang them. They hang the candies on top. Yeah. So one of them got caught as I was coming down, right at the top of my chest, not where my heart was, but like near my collarbone. So had I went straight, it'd have went straight through. So I was falling, trying to get the box. I had to fall left. There was a girl to my left. So I had to do two things. Couldn't fall forward because the thing would have pierced me right through me. I had to fall to my left or to my right, but I was more leaning to the left because the box was in my left hand. So the box was heavy. So the gravity, So I had to avoid it. So I threw it on top of her, but in doing so, over the top, I missed her. Perfect, right? Mm-hmm. Not really. When I came down, my hand was open. She was in front of me and she was turned away.
So you mashed her face.
Grabbed she was turned out. No, ass. Oh. Not only did I grab her ass, I pulled her pants down. Oh, damn. My girl come around the corner with the basket. I got the doo-doo face. Charlotte looking at with her pants in my hand. She like, sir, and I was like, thank you for reacting like that. She said, she said, you okay, baby? And man, all I could remember was like, this girl fine motherfucker. Why she got these period panties on? She got these big white silk period panties, fine as she is. I was saying it in my head. But my girl knew. I'm looking at her, and in my whole eyes, it's like, the Goodyear blimp I have, the words run across. I know she's seen in my eyes because I was scared. Because I had her drawers not her drawers, but her pants and her drawers down in my hand, and I'm laying on the floor.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm laying on the floor looking retarded. But she see all the candy on the floor, so that helped me. I was like, thank you for the candy. That helped me, because she was kind of crazy. Had there been no candy on the floor, it went different, I think. So that was a very, very uncompromising.
That's a wild story.
That was crazy. Yeah, man, I almost died two ways, from that piercing and from her. Thank you for that candy falling down.
So the animal in you didn't smell, you knew she wasn't on her period? You said why she had these period panties on, so I figured you better.
Maybe she just didn't feel like getting dressed, man. I don't know. They were white. They were white and silky, so she couldn't have been on her period. She wasn't crazy enough with no period pants on. I don't think you're going to wear no white pants on your period. But anyway, nevertheless, what is the worst case of a spoiled person you ever seen? TV, real life, doesn't matter.
Worst case of a spoiled person.
I mean, that's the worst case itself. Being spoiled.
I mean, like getting out of DUIs, anything like that. Like, mama was a judge or daddy was a cop.
I wouldn't call that being spoiled. I
do. If we got a DUI, we going to jail. But if your son or daughter or your friend or relative or that's spoiled, or girl or boy, it doesn't matter.
That's privilege.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it being spoiled. I would call a child that's acting out because they can't have their way. Then I would say that's spoiled. I would say a rich kid who used to their parents having money and they can't buy the new Corvette or whatever. I would say that's spoiled, but I wouldn't say the other thing. You're getting out of trouble. That's just tapping into your resources. And hey, man, my uncle a judge, so hey, uncle, you think you can hook me up?
Get me out.
All right, so here's a good one. This is one of my favorite ones. That's why I couldn't wait. What was the worst case of chain of events? And I'm gonna give you an example of myself or what happened to me. The worst case scenario of chain of events. Something happened, something worse happened, right? Here's what happened to me. Again, another dollar store. It's a 99-cent stuff.
You was going to get them chocolate nuts again? Didn't you say the last time you was going there to get some chocolate covered nuts?
Yeah, it was chocolate covered something.
Something that was chocolate covered?
They were yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Kind of like a turtle.
Yeah, like
turtle nuts, right?
Yeah, turtle nuts.
I knew it was coming.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So another 99-cent, but this is the 99-cent store. So I used to live behind it, but it was just troubling getting home from the 99-cent to driving, because I had to go into the apartment, hit them damn not potholes, what they call them, speed bumps, and it's like 8 or 9 speed bumps till you get
trying to get out.
Yeah, man. So I'd be like, man, I don't feel like going all the way home. So this was my thought process. At this night I had $4. I had $5. I had more money at home, but I only had $5 in cash. In this particular time, they was only taking cash. So I was like, man, because I needed 5 things. I needed batteries. Mm-hmm. I needed Ajax, the cleaner, the thing to clean with the Ajax. I needed dishwashing liquid, and I needed something else. It was
Let me
5
ask
things.
you one question.
What?
You didn't buy no ass for $3, did you?
No, listen. No, for real. This is a true story. No.
Okay.
So I needed 5 things. So when I got to the store, I got all 5, but I was like, damn, I got to pay tax. So I ain't have enough change. All my money at home. So I said, I tell you what, I'm going to steal the smallest thing, and I'll come back, and I'll give them
Steal?
Listen, I'm going to borrow the smallest thing, and I'll come back, and I'll give them that $1 back. So the batteries. I took the batteries. And I put them in my pocket.
Without permission.
Without permission.
You stole the
stole
batteries.
it.
I borrowed them. Because I brought the $1 back. I did. They was cool about it, too. I brought the $7 back, actually. $8. So, I shouldn't have, though, because it's going somewhere. I get outside. And in my mind, I'm going to take these batteries out of my pocket so it won't look like I stole them and put them in the bag where the detergent and everything else is in. Now, you remember those flip phones with the antennas on them that used to go up and down? Yeah. So I had one of them flip phones. So I took the battery pack, and the battery hangs on the hole on the thing. So it hooked to my antenna. So when I went to, I don't know how this happened, bro. When I went to pull the batteries out of my pocket, the phone that I had went flying so far in the air. I didn't pull them batteries out that hard. That was just chain of events, right? They went out so bad, right? They were way in the sky. And I couldn't even go because it went so far ahead, so I couldn't even go run up and catch it. Because when I flipped it, it was a straight forward and out and down. Phone cracked 7 different ways. Took it to chain of events. Took it to the phone store. Well, you can't fix it. I got to pick up my daughter. Can't pick my daughter up. I got to wait till the next day to get the phone fixed. Go in the next day. It ain't going to be fixed till we got to mail it to you. So I had to go a whole week without a phone. Chain of events. Just bad to worse. So I had a whole week. So for that $1 that I didn't want to spend, I ended up spending I think I paid $260 for a phone. So I paid $260 for 1 pack of batteries. That's what I paid. And wasted a week of time.
For stealing.
That's what it was. They call
Bad chain of events.
You stole.
Yeah, I got I don't know if this is considered a chain of events, but one day, I'm usually pretty responsible. At least I like to think I'm pretty responsible.
Yeah.
So I like to make sure all my stuff lined up and take care of, So anyway, to start off the chain of events, I woke up late for work one morning. Mm-hmm. I'm usually up early, like always early.
Yeah.
So for some reason I didn't hear the alarm clock. I just woke up late. So I'm one of those people who can't go out without taking a shower in the morning. I have to have a shower in the morning.
Yes.
So I get up to get ready to go take a shower, and I get in the shower. I'm rushing. I get in the shower, little bitty bar of soap. I forgot to grab the big bar of soap from the spot.
It's a bad day.
But I need my soap, so I get out. And you know how it feels when you in the warm shower, then you have to tiptoe a drip to go get. So I had to do that, and I'm feeling icky. And so I go back. So now I'm hurrying up. I'm hurrying up to get myself together. And I got this thing about my clothes where I say I like to stay ready so I don't get ready. So I put my work clothes and my ties and, well, not my ties, but my dress shirts and all that stuff in the cleaners, right? So I'm like, okay, all my clothes are already ready, so I'm just, boom, get myself. Now this instance, and
Don't tell.
I get my shirt out, my button down, and it was in the cleaner's bag, but it was so packed so tight to where I had added other creases to the arm. So one of my arms was like super duper wrinkled, and the other arm was
nice.
Was nice, and the rest of the shirt nice, but this one arm was super duper wrinkled.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
But I ain't had time, so I just threw it on. So I take my hand. You know how you washing your arm?
Yeah.
So I take my hand and I go do the other arm like that to make it wrinkle like the other. I was fucking. So now I get in my car, and this was back when I used to have this. Back in the day, I used to have this Lincoln LS.
Yeah.
So I get in my car, and I'm riding. Look down, ding! My gas light came on. I need to get gas. Look, check it out. Check it out. I need to get gas, but I'm already running a little late, right?
Yeah.
And so I still hadn't called in though. I still hadn't called in because, legal, and I wasn't working for a company, so to speak, attorney, right? And so he pretty lenient. He be coming in late, So I'm like, okay, I'm rolling, right? Mm-hmm. So now I got to go get some gas. I stopped to get some gas. I get me some coffee. I'm pumping the gas, whatever. Give me some coffee. Bro, after I pump the gas, I'm riding. I'm trying to take that first sip of coffee, get a little on my shirt. Oh. I called in. I'm not feeling well today. I didn't go to work that day. I called in, so I wasn't feeling well. I'm not feeling well. Cause my whole day was fucked up.
It's all fucked up. I'm not going no further than this.
I called in to work that day, man. That was a fuck.
That was a hell of a chain of events. That qualifies.
That was the smartest thing.
Sir, you are approved for your $100,000 loan.
Didn't feel right.
Yeah, it was just a jacked up day.
Yeah, you are approved for your $100,000 loan. For worst case scenario, you went through it that day.
Yeah.
It was time to throw in.
You
I called in too. I called in, man. I ain't gonna be able to make it today.
I ain't gonna do this one.
Okay.
Not today. It was over with.
All right. Now, listeners, this is my last question now. Y'all finna get emotional, especially some, maybe females, maybe males, maybe everyone. I don't care. So, now, this is coming to kids. We're talking about kids now. If you had to babysit, all right, would you hit, and this is in quotation marks, a badass? This child is 8 to about 13, in that range, 8 to 14. That's what they got here, yeah. If you were babysitting, or if they ran up on you and hit you multiple times, even after you told the mom and dad, hey, your child is hitting me, you need to get your child. I literally seen this firsthand. You need to get your child. What I seen, the guy was playing with the child. The child was about 8, maybe 7 or 8, 7 at the least. Mm-hmm. Playing with the child. And this is during the time when the Raiders, remember the Raiders? The Raiders was the gear to wear way back in the day when Eazy-E and all them was out. That's how long ago it was. So the guy, the little boy, and I knew the dad, and I know he was a gangster dude, right? So I said he have to be emulating his dad because this is how it went down. The little boy was fighting. He was in them places that didn't matter at first. Thigh, leg, knee, didn't hurt him. But when he hit the grown man in his groin area, sat him down, right? Sat him down. Get your child, man. I told him, you see him hit me all these times. I told him 100 times, you seen him. He just got me that one time. Like, he hit him about 10 times before that. And that's just that one that just put him down. Mm-hmm. So the little boy act like he was, that's why this part I'm talking about. Little boy act like he's gonna go away. He said, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. And he went in and give him that. And but I still visualize it to the day because he had a little fist. That boy put all his fists in his eye. He dotted him right in his eye. So, if you had to keep that child, would you hit that child?
The little boy hit the grown.
The grown man. After he didn't hit him in the groin, he turned around and hits him in the eye. He pretends he's his friend. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you right there. And then punches him in the eye.
Busting his ass.
Now, I've already talked to his parents about this.
Yes.
I'm finna handle him.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I was crazy. I had a whole argument with somebody.
Yeah, now.
That's a child.
It don't
I said,
matter.
man, I would drag that little motherfucker.
I talked to his parents.
And
already.
I talked to his parents?
They know. They haven't stopped it.
I thought I was tripping.
I'm finna have to stop this.
Yeah, Freddie G, where you at?
So, man, first of all, if I'm babysitting, their parents know me, and they know, and they already know I whoop ass.
It's understood.
And so, yeah, man, you're not fit to be hitting.
Okay, I thought, man.
That's just like that. I think in Cincinnati somewhere there was this bus driver, and there was this girl, and she was talking noise on the bus, and it was on the news and stuff. She was talking noise or something. Then she went up to this bus driver, and I think she hit him and spit on him or something. Oh. And that joker said, "You going to jail today?" And he uppercut her. Man,
that's what I'm saying. I'm serious. I was having a whole debate. One guy, 4 girls, and I was like, "I would beat the shit out your kid." One guy, 4 girls. I beat the brakes off your kids and won't think twice. Especially if I done told you. Man, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, we not ready to discuss this.
So I don't keep that bad motherfucker no more.
Yeah, and keep his little ass away from me now.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all stay away from me.
Yeah.
None of y'all motherfuckers come around.
Nobody.
Again, listeners, man, this is just opinionated. We just having fun. And if life brings you lemons, make lemonade. Peace.
This concludes our show for today, and if you haven't done so already, follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast, also IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. Also, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Black Friday.